this, copy that. Put this over here. And then go to this. Go to that. Hells yeah, we're doing stuff. Put that over here. No, today's gonna be a weird day. There we go. We've popped out the chat. We're back. Welcome back to the Drawcast. Today I'm gonna fiddle around in Illustrator a little bit, which I haven't done in a while. Yeah. I would like to start being able to get some of the stuff done in this, but I have it on my tablet, which I don't use it with my tablet, which is kind of weird. So we got, yep. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so it's super sensitive to my hand, so I got to be careful there. But yes, welcome back to the Drawcast. I'm Rookzer0. We're going to draw today. We're just going to do some stuff. We're going to check some stuff out. Cerberus, welcome. Welcome, Not. Welcome, Jonas. Yeah, I want to try some things in Illustrator. We'll see how it goes. There's some really cool stuff online with people doing D&D stuff in Illustrator, and I don't necessarily want to move that way, but geez. Illustrator is basically designed for vector art, which, if you don't know what vector art is, yeah. Oh man, this is really weird with a pen too. I've only ever used this with a no, with my stylus, like my walk-on pen. It's a little bananas. So this might not work. Shh. Oh, I misunderstood. I'm sorry. Yes. Mathematically driven artwork is another way to say it. Yeah. So basically, when I draw a circle, it's only realizing these 4 pixels, and then it's generating the lines between them. So basically, this kind of artwork, I can scale infinitely, and it doesn't get pixelated until you render it out. Oh man, I can't even function with this. Let me see if I can find a mouse real quick. Is this Zoom out. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. But yeah, so the cool thing about this, though, is that you can edit like line thickness and such per objects. So if you've ever used the pen tool in Photoshop, the pen tool in Photoshop was stolen from Illustrator when Adobe bought it. So so it's similar to that, and that's basically all it is. Whereas in Photoshop, it uses shape layers. Basically, all of these layers are shape layers, and I can keep adding 2 things inside of them, and it's fun. So if I want to make like the Barrington Ale logo, I can do that here. But what I'm seeing is this is an older version of. Nope, there we go. That's the pen tool I want. And so I can start drawing these in, but I have to draw basically on a dot by dot basis, and then go back in and edit it. Damn it. Boop. Close that shape. I need to delete this vector. We can keep that. We can keep that and make it an E. Come on. So it does not like that my hand keeps touching the screen. So I might have to see if I can cheat this. Maybe I can. Let's find out. I really like touch in Photoshop because I can zoom in and out, but touch. Touch settings. Enable touch input. All right. Oh, and now I can't go back. There we go. Okay. I was touching the Illustrator to try to tab back to it. Okay, that might work. Let's try that. So now we've still got that one dot, which I don't want. I need to go back into this object. This is going to be a weird day, and I'm totally fine with that. So if people are bored, let me know, and we will figure something else out. But for the moment, I want to see if I can do a Barrington Ale logo. I think I said it had a fish on it, so I might have to do a few different versions here. Yeah, I think it had a salmon on it. Boop. We can make a little bear here first. So, what's spelled? Oh, salmon. Yeah, salmon. Okay, so we could do that. That's a fun little. Maybe a fish would be better. I think maybe a fish would be better. Oh, let me get in the voice channel chat here so we can hang out with people. How's everybody's weekend? How's everybody's D&D games if you played D&D? Okay. That's pretty good. Falling asleep during D&D, that is a thing that has happened. Everybody died. Guff falls asleep, and then that's it. See if I just remember how salmon look. That's the weird thing about salmon is Helios. That's good. It's good to hear that went well. When they spawn, they get that big hump on their back, and then they get the weird head barbel or head nose hook. So, but that only happens when they spawn. When they're in the ocean, they just look like fish. just normal fish. So, yeah, they are. Dimorphic fish. Is that the word I'm looking for? Sexual dimorphism. There we go. Yeah, dimorphism. Yeah, when they mature and they go to spawn, they mutate into big old weird things. I don't know if you need more rate. I don't know if that's the kind of mutation you want. You've seen comic books, you know how it works. Oh, I already screwed up. So this should be chunkier. I gotta draw this. I think that's what I need to do. I think the first thing I need to do is I need to just get the paintbrush, and I need to go, yet. And this is going to be this, like, good fish shape. That's a good fish shape. I like that. We're going to go like that. And then we're going to go down here. And this goes right into the mouth. And then that's going to go like that. And it's going to go, yeah, I'm a fish. And that's what it says. It says, I'm a fish, and then it transforms. Just like Captain Planet. Or He-Man. Turns out all salmon are magical princesses. That's what we've discovered today. Good job. I accidentally drew this on, oh god, it's still rotating the shape. Go on, get. There we go. Okay. The paintbrush tool in this is not great. Let's just put it that way. So then the fin, actually, back here on the hump, that's kind of cool. It does this. And then we have a second fin right here. And then this tail, actually, this is a pretty good tail. You know, I've seen a few tails. This tail's pretty good. This is a pretty good one. Okay, so we got... it was... I don't know, there wasn't really a joke there. It was just... Oh... that's an Invader Zim joke. That's why probably don't need to get it. That's it. That's the whole joke. Like, they say there's a room with a moose and people don't care, and then they show you the room with the moose and it has walnuts and it's terrifying. That's the whole joke. It's not actually that terrifying. It's just random. Random and annoying. I like it. I mean, I thought it was funny when it came out. Don't get me wrong. Invader Zim is still my jam, but it is a weird style of humor. Okay, so that's our fishy fish. I think this needs... I don't have humor. I got nothing. See, I can't tell if that was a joke or if that's a cry for help. Either way. Okay. Jokes can be both, and I think that's important to distinguish them, but let's do satire. This is beautiful. That's the beauty of satire. I think a lot of Invader Zim, especially I think Yonan Vasquez's artwork and kind of sense of humor in general is just kind of satire towards the dumbing of America, which I don't know if it also slightly propagates it. like trying to be really lowbrow but highbrow at the same time. I think Rick and Morty does that too. Like they touch on the really lowbrow humor and then try to make you think about it differently, and a lot of people don't think about it and they just like poop joke, and it's like, oh, you missed it. You missed the underlying point. That's fine. Then again, we just watched some of the new Rick and Morty and it's also just batshit bananas, so I don't know. All right, so we got our salmon. I don't know if it makes you boring if you don't like Rick and Morty. I think it's just a weird type of humor. Yeah. I think that's kind of my thing. Like that used to be my sense of humor, and that's where I think a lot of that. It might be true. I mean, if you feel like it's that, I mean, sorry, that didn't come out right. If you feel like it's true, not that it is true, that's important to know. If you feel that way, and then I want people to. I had a lot of friends that were always really, really down on themselves, and I was always really down on myself, and that was just kind of our sense of humor. Yeah, you get used to it, and all of a sudden it starts becoming like complacent about it, and it's kind of a bummer. So I'm a big fan of trying to stop doing self-deprecating humor, but there's also, yeah. We turned it into Rookzer0 therapy session real fast. But Invader Zim is like that, especially if you read Johnny the Homicidal Maniac was the first comic that he wrote. Well, I don't know if it was the first comic he wrote, but it was, I don't think it was, but that was the first one I got into before Invader Zim came out. And that's super dark, really, really critical of like all things. Kind of being normal is bad, and it's okay to just be super, super weird. It's like, really, it's a matter of figuring out what works for you and finding people that are okay with it. Because a lot of the issues I had with self-deprecating humor, because it's not bad. Like, that kind of satire can be really funny, but it's when you have a bunch of friends that, like, oh, man, I suck. And they're like, yep. And it's like, I am your friend. I want to make sure that you don't actually think you suck. Like, it's okay to just be kind of kind of Eeyore-ish sometimes, but at the same time, yeah. So, I think you do. I mean, it sounds like you do with the people that want to play games with you and stuff. So that's good. I'm happy to hear that, and that's the important part. So, no, I mean that's really good. With all the jokes you make about I have no friends and everything sucks, it's like I don't really believe that. So I'm not super worried about it. But at the same time, I want people to be positive about themselves. If you can't be positive about yourself, then that's something we can definitely work on. And I want to be able to support everyone here in the channel and be happy about stuff. So. Oh man. Yep. No. Whenever you're doing an escort quest in any game, that's the best time to be self-deprecating, or like insanely violent towards the people that you're escorting. It's just slow, yeah. You know who invented some of those quests out in the Thousand Needles? Good old Jeff Kaplan. Yeah. You can blame Jeff Kaplan for everything in Thousand Needles. I don't know if it's everything, but it's a lot. He does. He seems like a nice guy, and he's like, hey, Overwatch is great. Did you know I made all the Thousand Needle quests? It's like, get out of here, Jeff Kaplan. You're ruining my life. Yeah. Man, something I remember in Vanilla WoW, and this is a weird swing. I never watched Invader Zim. Anglerfish. No, I'm drawing a salmon. If it looks like an anglerfish, I'm sorry. I'll try to do better. That's a cool tribal thing. Well, I was going to do the vector art of this, but I mean, like, just try to make it a static, solid image. But maybe I'll keep it like a drawing here. I'm not sure. I think I am going to use this as the underground template, and then I'll go. Say that again. Whirlwind axe, yes, that's a good item. Level 30. Nice. Okay, we got the salmon. Or the anglerfish is something else to draw on. It's not about to draw. Yeah, anglerfish is a big deep sea thing, so it's not quite what I want. Maybe I'll make an anglerfish bourbon or something. Who knows? But so dang it, I did it again. Escape. There we go. Dang it. Say that again. Crocfish. All right. Oh, kalot. Chicken of the sea. No, that's what we call tuna fish. There you go. Okay, so now I'm going to dim that to like 20%. Let's do that. Oh, it didn't work at all. I remember back in the day with Vanilla WoW, and I don't know if anybody's done it yet. Someone would get their pets as a hunter, and they would taunt the Devilsaur, the big old dinosaur in Ungoro Crater. And then if you could tank it up the elevator in Thousand Needles, you could then tank it all the way back to Orgrimmar and then set it free to like attack everybody. Yeah, because people kept doing that. That's why I was wondering if that's still there in vanilla now, or in classic, because yeah, that was before they put the distance ranges on aggro. Because the other thing you could do is you could have a high level, literally just pull every single thing in the Barrens, and then have a mage just start like ice casting on them and get like 15 levels. It was pretty funny. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, opacity. Get good. Get good, son. Okay, why? This should be dimming. It's not dimming. I'm supposed to dim the image to 20%. And it's like, no. Yeah, see, even the opacity is at 22. Oh, no, that's my opacity on my brush. Okay. So it's got to be this one. So what if we select it all and then drop the opacity? Dim. Well, poop. Blending layer, we could do that. Yep, there we go, I found it. Okay, I'm going to drop that to 20%. And now I'm going to lock the layer. And now I'm going to start my vector art. Now I'm going to start my vector art. Yes, Wind Fury Totem. Holy crap. I forgot about Wind Fury Totem. Man, every day you talk to me about this, it just makes me want to play World of Warcraft. And then I'm like, nope, I need to figure this out. We're You know what could be fun is if we played a D&D game inside of Warcraft. That could be a... Yeah. Yeah. No, like we yeah, you go to like a roleplay server and we just play D&D. Like but in a tavern. We just all get together in a tavern. Yep. I can see you. You are definitely a gnome. Nope. You're wrong. Yep. That would be really fun. Yeah, it seems a little excessive. Like, you might as well just be in Discord and play. Gorthak, it's your turn. Hold on, I gotta pick up these plants. Are you gathering while we're playing? No? Maybe? I really need these plants. Man, do you write your segues for what the hell is oh man, what's his name? No, your segues are really good, but they remind me of Big Fish? Shoot, what the hell's his name? That's weird. I know a little bit about Seth Meyers. Seth Meyers has like the weirdest segues in his daily show thing. It's really funny, and not your stuff always reminds me of it. There you go. You should call him and be like, hey, I can write good segues for you. All right, see you in a bit. You could ask me some meaty lore questions. I might be able to answer them. Oh, well then it's not fun if you're just quizzing me on Warcraft lore, because I'm not great at it. I mean, if you're just trying to flex your Warcraft lore on me, like that's one thing. Let's see who's the bigger Warcraft nerd. It's you. You win. I'm just an old school Warcraft player. That's all I have. It's a lot. There's a lot of lore now that's just bananas. So this is kind of my thought process here now for this fish. It's a fish. I could just leave it like that. Like, that's not bad. I can swap these. Oh, what? A baby? I don't know what that is. Ah, gotcha. Okay. I'm going to make this gray so we can see what's going on here. Maybe I should do the fins separately as, like, their own individual elements. Because I kind of like the thing that Corvus posted. Oh, yeah, gotcha. Those things are pretty dope. The giant armored teeth fish. Those are pretty cool. Do those exist in D&D? That's an interesting question. Yeah. Yeah, that's how most fish actually still work. That's why they have the long, like their mouths kind of elongate. They're creating a larger area in their mouth to create a vacuum to just like. Whoop. Okay, so if I take this, is this the one I want? Yes. So I'm gonna break this up. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I kind of dig this, but I think there's a better way to do it. So we're gonna go here. I think we're gonna make just the head first. Yeah, I had to type in salmon fish. White, we'll go outline. Oops. Man, that's my problem with Warcraft, is that every time I started playing something, it's like, man, if only I was also a tailor, I guess I got to level a character now. And then I just had a guy for every job. Okay. You know what? I think maybe I'm doing this wrong. I'm trying to make this like a vector art t-shirt, which those are cool and they look vintage and I like them. But I really like the sketchy. I like the sketchy fish. Yeah, I might just clean this up and go with it. Cuz it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not terrible. I'm gonna delete that. I'm gonna delete that. Let's see what we can do with Illustrator. Let's just play with it today. I think that's our new goal. Well, I mean, I was trying to do a specific thing in Illustrator, and I say let's do something else. Let's try something totally different. Except now I can't. I can't turn the. Oop. What did I do? What the double? Nope. There we go. Whoop. Okay. Ooh, that's interesting. We have created some shapes. That's not what I intended. Let's just turn that off. I'm not sure how to clean this up, to be totally honest. Dear Mr. Taylor. Oh, man, yeah. Goliath tigerfish. Those are great. People are going to like art that is more original to you. I think so. I think you're right. I think we can play with some of this stuff. Let's grab this brush. Go back to the paintbrush. My favorite scary fish. Prepare the scary fist. Okay, so that's going to give it some texture, which is cool. Whoa, now it's fuzzy. Now it's a fuzzy fish. Yeah, it does. It looks like a copyright. This fish is copyrighted. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not a... Blah, 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 blah. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's check our references here. Let's see what we got for salmon. Salmon. They look so weird when they don't have the weird hook face. Their eyes are quite a bit bigger, actually. Personally, I enjoy your sketchy drawings. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That makes me feel good about myself because I also enjoy it. And I sometimes worry about it. That is where I am. You know, there is a like a great big push. No, there's in the last couple of years, like really high fidelity digital paintings have become very, very popular, especially like in I want to say in well, not so much that, but that's kind of where it is. Carpal tunnel, ugh, rough stuff. Carpal tunnel is when your fingertips go numb because you're pinching off nerves, and it's very painful. A lot of people do. It's not uncommon, especially for the computer. Anyone that uses the computer a lot. Probably, yeah. If your fingers go numb, please see a doctor. I'm not a doctor, so please don't take my advice, but go to the doctor. If you ever feel like maybe I should go to the doctor, go to the doctor. Otherwise, you end up like me and you end up in the hospital, and that's no good. Nobody wants that. Could you guys hear Jump Rope meowing at the other cats? Well, Jump Rope's not a cat, but there are two cats in the house, and I have one of them, so she's meowing at the other cat, the one that's not here. The cat. Anyways, what were we talking about? Let's see. Oh, sketching. So industry has kind of asked for this kind of almost, I want to say like Renaissance-esque cleanness to the photos. And because of that, there's just like, it's oversaturated. And I miss the really old like scientific drawings, and I miss the old sketchy kind of feel to a lot of stuff. So I like it. I really like it. Sure. Yeah. I wonder if I can change this thickness to, because right now it's like, oh, can I can't, I don't think I can. I don't think I can make it pen pressure based. Yeah, exactly. Like I still like comic book art that is very like clean, solid, thick brush strokes. But I don't enjoy doing it. It's not as fun to me. It feels like it goes from taking something that I've kind of sketched out with my mind and put somewhere and becomes a little too sterile. It's not something I really enjoy as much. Yeah. I think the last time I did something like that, I did a Gurren Lagann fan art, and I did it, and I finished it, and I was like, this looks like it could have been. I don't want to say that it looks like it came from the show because it wasn't like that good, but it's just, it didn't feel like my art. It felt like I was just copying art. And I'm like, this doesn't look like something I did. This looks too much like the source material, and that's not. Yeah. So if you're, I don't feel like I'm the best, and I still need to get better. So I feel you. Illustrator is interesting. So when I have these lines, they are actually, and this is what we were talking about with vector. They are, like the lines themselves are actually memorized dots. So like it's drawn computatively from the points, the vector points that we were creating. So I can still go in here and I can actually see if I can select different parts of the fish, and we can change like the art style of the lines themselves, which is pretty interesting. And I'm not sure what I want to do for that. Hey, you made it through combat. As long as you make it through combat and then you fall asleep, it's fine. Because it's like, oh, they passed out. We had a friend do that. We had one of our friends come over, and we hadn't played D&D together for a long time. And we were like, yeah, let's just come over. And people were drinking, and we were eating, and we were laughing. And then he just fell asleep on the chair. And we were like, let's just let him sleep. It'll be fine. We'll say his character passed out, and it'll be good. And I think that's fine. Like I think once again, I've had people. I know that people get really upset sometimes. Here we go. Okay. Angle. Pressure. No. Stylus. Tilt. Okay. Roundness. The hell's roundness? Oh. Okay. Let's do this. Let's give it a little bit of a stylus feel, or like a. Let's do that, and let's go bearing. I think. Size, we'll do pressure. It's partly for mermaid, because why not? Fly to strokes. But it's also, I want to make the Barrington Ale shirt. So I'm trying to do that. Welcome to the chat, by the way. Oh, that looks terrible. What have I done? Let's go. That didn't work at all. If I up the variation, can I now use pen pressure? Apply to strokes. Oh, what is a Tanya, and why are they attacking people? Gotcha. That is a little weird. I feel like so you found a child NPC that had superpowers, and it's now part of your party. Interesting. That's a nice way for D&D to go. What? Why would someone stick anything into a kobold's ear? That doesn't sound right. That sounds like a kid that you maybe don't want to have in your party. That sounds terrifying. Uh-oh. Magically induced comas are not good story points. How? Jeebus. That sounds crazy. How's everybody else's games going? Like I like hearing about your game here. But I do actually. I like to hear the game going. I want to make sure we have are lots of people playing? Oh, what happened? What happened to the other one? Oh, they retired? Okay, well that's not as bad as what could have happened. I almost killed Jump Rope's character this weekend. We got to play some D&D, which was really fun. And my friend was DMing it. And we're running through the starter kit, the starter campaign, whatever it is, for D&D. And the Mines of Fandelver or whatever. I decided to just kick open the door, as I do, because it seemed right. And I instantly got Confusion Raid. I was a fighter in this situation. I got instantly Confusion Raid because I have no wisdom, and I attacked Jump Rope for her entire life because she was weak from the previous fight. So that was not good. I just one shot at her, and I was like, no, dang it! But it was really funny. So yeah. Like even in game we were buddies, so it was like, oh crap. But I couldn't make myself rationalize what I was doing because my friend didn't quite know how to deal with. Nice, that's a cool fish print. How to deal with confusion, and so he's like, I don't know, you have to attack her, and I was like, okay, you're covered in bees, and then I just ran like bees, and I just started attacking her, kick the crap out of her. Bees. You know that old trope. Thank you for that print. I think this looks better with a little bit more curve on the fin. So that was a good reference. Kidney shot. Oh, so good. I thought you meant you were just going to do like regular PvP. Because that's super fun too. I remember with the shaman you could basically I had two weapons all the time. I had two-handed weapons, and then I had a big whirlwind axe for whenever I saw a mage. It's just like, okay, cool, I'm going to turn on the whirlwind and just punch that mage once and he'll be dead. And it'll be fine. Okay, we're getting I think we're getting close to this. Nope, I didn't like that. Didn't mean to delete that. Getting close to it. Yes, I'm very, very close to the figuring this out. No, I think this is making a good logo. I think we're getting somewhere. Bernard. Okay. See, now that tail has his tail finned out. These all have tail finned in, but that's a print. Like that's a legit fish. So, am I not looking at legit fish? Yep. That could be it. And this tail fin. Like everything. So, man, whatever. I think the references I was using are wrong. I think they are, because like this on that is much farther back. Which, you know what? I can just steal it. No, I'll just redraw it. That's fine. You're right there. Fake fish conspiracy. That's pretty funny. Girl Scouts are scary. Buy the cookies. Oh, they don't have Girl Scouts in Finland, do they? Jehovah's Witnesses? Yeah, those are not the same, but that's okay. Yeah, I used to have a lot of Mormons coming to my door. Then I discovered that they had marked me for... Gotcha, yep. I've had a few players try to do something like that in their characters, where they're like, I'm a door-to-door missionary. And I'm like, okay, there's not a lot of doors in dungeons, but you know, it worked out. And they've actually been pretty fun characters, because instead of trying to diplomatize, like, I'm going to steal stuff, it's like, I'm going to try to convince this person to start following my religion. It's like, well, okay. Usually they had pamphlets. I've had a few players with pamphlets, which has been pretty funny. We're trying to resurrect Ugathlop, the Lord of Death and Mayhem. That sounds terrible. No, it's all right. You get cookies. See, that's the thing. If Jehovah's Witnesses came to the door with cookies, I bet a lot of people would let them in. That's a free idea. Go for it. Okay. No racing. Raisin cookies are great. You're all crazy. Poison cookies? No. Raisin cookies. Raisin cookies are awesome. I'm a big fan of a pineapple pizza, which is weird. There's a lot of people that are not happy about. Interesting. I've never had a banana pizza. That's interesting. Curry and banana pizza. You know what? Flying Jacob. I do not. Is that a pizza place? Oh, okay. Gotcha. In Idaho, there's a place called, I don't know if it's just in Idaho. Yeah, a little bit. It looks a little like a bird. I might have to, I think its nose is too curvy. I think I need to like make it a little straighter. Either way, what was I saying? Sauerkraut and linguiça on a pizza is really good. Really good. There's a place in Idaho that sells that, and it's awesome. They also make monster pizzas. So they sell you like a 3-foot by 3-foot circle pizza. Just ginormous. Super good college food. Super good college food. Now that I'm thinking about this, I think I need to use this reference that Corvus posted, which is the fish print. Because if Barrington was going to make a logo, I think he would probably just slap a fish on it. As you do. So I think we're going to move in that direction. But I am having a lot of fun doing this. This is kind of cool. Can anybody understand Drow? Drow, I'm sorry, I can't hear what you're saying. Yeah, I couldn't hear any of that. Oh, okay. Speaking about drinking, the Game Grumps posted, the hell was it? House Party this weekend, and I didn't know what that was. And I started watching it, and we were like, I think this is like a weird porn dating sim. And it totally was. And it was like, this is really weird and kind of awkward, but also kind of entertaining. So that was fun. So that was interesting. Apparently they got put into the game, which makes it even more funny. Yeah, yeah. If you're a Game Grump fans, check that out. If you're definitely a weird situation. I don't know how I feel about that. If someone's like, "Hey, you want to be in our weird dating sim?" It's like, Yeah, no, it's super funny. What kind of fish is that, Rook? It's supposed to be a salmon. I think it looks like a salmon. Maybe its lower jaw is too small. I don't know. Isn't the bendy thing on the mouth the wrong way? I don't think so. Let me... This was my original base reference. I will post that here. This is, but once again, this is a drawing. This is like a science drawing. And then if I look at some of these other pictures, they're very, very different. And to be fair, the fish just kind of, warp themselves however the hell they want. Ooh, that could definitely... I think you're right. Let's take a look at that. I'm going to lasso. Check this out. Illustrator's awesome. I'm going to steal the head. Wham. Oh, it stretched it. Those fish prints are so strange. Kind of dig it, but it's also very weird. Well, should I just shrink the head or should I move it? I'm going to move the head over. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to do this. I'm going to stretch it. Make it a little... Ooh, that's super weird. Don't know what I've done. Sure, we can shrink the head. I think you're right. I think the head is too long. And let's do this. Let's cut it, and we'll cut it here. Ah, come on. Oh, lordy. I'm not well versed in Illustrator. This button? Nope, that's the artboard. This button. There we go. Okay. I hope so, yeah. That's kind of my point. Is I want to make the actual. I want to make the logo for it, and then I can put it on a T-shirt or put it on mugs, and I think that would be a lot of fun. Say that again. Gotcha. Everybody died in the D&D game. Let's just go do a Wayland Caverns run. Okay. Oh, yeah, that looks way better. Look at that. That looks much, much better. Okay. Now I just got to connect it. Wild magic stories. I don't, actually. I have... Whoop. Wild magic goes off at every odd number. That is crazy. Are you sure? Dun dun dun. Doom the universe with karaoke. That sounds pretty good. Is that Dingo? Ah. I tweeted. I tweeted? Is that what you do? You tweet at people? I tweeted my my monkey folk to Dingo Doodles. She reposted it, which was cool. I was like, yeah. Or I guess she might have liked it. So, super famous. That was fun. You know, that's fair. I guess, you know, I don't know my level of fame right now, but it's more than nothing. Whoa. Nice. Just permanently? They permanently have Displacer Beast tentacles? That's awesome. But would you remove that curse? So, do you... Oh, bummer. Yes, body swapping. That's exactly what every D&D game needs. Oh, gross. That sounds... That's interesting. So how are you playing wild magic? Because I still have not looked into it. Huh? But I mean, are they choosing to? You said they asked them to do wild magic. So is that like, are they just actively activating it? Is that something you can do with it normally, or is that just? Hmm. Got it. So you can. That's a cool way. That's a cool way to do it. You just kind of decide to let your magic go crazy. I would argue that most times if you let your I think it would be explosions would be most of the things. A lot of the times if you just let magic run wild, it should just be like, oh, you die. Like, what? It's like, well, you were trying to open a portal and it opened in your brain and now you're dead. So I'm also a big fan. Let's try it like this. Let's do this. I don't know. It was because it's only supposed to be sorcerers that have wild magic, right? Yeah. Deck of wild magic. That sounds pretty cool. Like wild. I really like the deck of. Well, my brain can't work right now. Deck of many things. Yep. I mean, it's. I think once again, it's something you can only give players if that's the kind of campaign you're running. That's something I was. My character, I've made them in this D&D game that I was playing. I've made them highly suspicious of everyone, but I haven't really told my friends about that. So I'm just like, do I think I could take this guy? And they're like, don't kill him. And I'm like, you don't know what I'm thinking. I just want to know if I can take this guy. And it's made them all really paranoid that I'm just trying to murder everybody. I'm like, that's not at all my intent. And your characters don't know what I'm doing. So get away from me. I have not acted on any of these. But My character's always trying to size people up, and it's making my players really anxious, or my party members. But this is, once again, everybody in this party has been a murder hobo at one point in time, so it's like, hey, you know what? Let me have my fun. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think they're all expecting me to just, like, give them the toughest job I can. But then again, like I said, I did almost kill Jump Rope, so maybe I am being a little too careless. So. Let's see if we can... Let's do this. Okay, I think we're about done. Have we had fun without you? That is none of your business. You weren't there, you don't know. Once? Yeah, continuing the joke. I like that. That's a good way to put it. Warforged Rebellion should happen. Warforged should be one of the bad choices. Would be fun. Oh, jeez. The one that stabbed the other one? The one that stabbed... Or the one that stuck their hand in the person's ears? Okay. That's pretty funny. I don't know if I need to add white. The Goliath has tentacles. Has displaced to be tentacles. Okay. That sounds terrifying. That sounds terrifying. Okay. It depends. Oh, so you're saying if you switch bodies, do you still have your magic? Is that the question? That's an interesting point. Yeah. Would excuse me. Yeah, that's an interesting question because I would think that like a sorcerer would be attached to their body or maybe their essence, depending on how the swap worked, I guess. Jesus. Jeez, blah blah blah. You guys talking over each other. Holy crap. You gotta let other people talk, Andreas. Get a chat room. What were you gonna say, Jonas? For the 10th time. I think that's fair. That could be an interesting point. Muscle memory is not really a thing. I want blob tool. I want the blob tool. Yes. I broke it. Oh no. There we go. Oh, interesting. Yeah. I would argue that if you switched bodies, I think a lot of your combat prowess, I think you would still have the like your feats and stuff, but it's based on your new stats is how I would rule it, because so the few times I've actually done this, I haven't done like a whole body swap, but we have switched character sheets, and that was really fun. So that's one way to do it. It's just like, you are now an elf archer. You're like, what? Dang it. Yeah, it works out pretty well. Yeah, I mean that's the other option, is that like if your stuff doesn't work with your feats, too bad. Like you got to fix it. That's the whole point. I think those kind of curses I think are a lot of fun, and it's like it gives you the opportunity to figure out how to fix. Like it's a good mechanic for, hey, you guys need to fix these things, or you can't work. Opacity. This one. let's see. What can I do here? Blob? Gross. Tiebreaker. Looks like a place I would eat. Barrington Ale. Yes. Ah. Wait, why is that deleting that? That's not right. I need to lock that. So the question was how do you do curses? I think that's a vague question, but that's okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Ace said that it depends on where the origin of the curse is from. Is that what you're arguing? Okay. I would disagree with that, but go ahead. So what you're saying is if a deity does it, then you don't think wish spells should apply to it. So that's a fair. I'm not disagreeing with you in that aspect. My only thing is that I think all curses, to kind of backtrack a little, should be story driven. Like if you're just cursing somebody to curse them permanently with something that's like, haha, now you're this way, it's like that's not really that fun. That being said, like with clerics, I like to give people a chance because they have removed curse. It's like, but depending on the DC, I will generally never curse somebody that if we have a cleric in the team, they can't nat 20 out of. If they want to burn a spell slot every day to try to fix this, they can try it. They can definitely try it. Otherwise, you might need something specific, like you're saying, through like if it's a deity curse or a curse that is storyline driven. I think that's okay, but it has to be delivered that way. Like when you get the curse, you have to know that like this isn't something that you can burn spell slots on every day to try to fix. Or you're going to need help because it's just so powerful. And so I think that's a cool way to do it. I think making curses kind of variable depending on where they come from and what you're doing is a cool way to do it. But they should always be, in my mind, they should always be driven by the narrative to, have fun with it. Yeah. Cursed by the cold. Lame. Gotcha. How is this looking? I can't tell if this is awesome or not. I think I'm doing okay. I am still drawing the fish. Are you not watching the stream but just hanging out in the chat and causing trouble? Come on now. I liked it disconnected. I did, yeah. It should probably be up here. But when I was doing those, like looking at the art prints, there's a couple of them that are kind of disconnected, and I drew it like that because I liked it, and now I don't know if I want to keep it. You think the lower jaw needs to be bigger now? Pinch. Yeah, we could try that. Ah, we could try it. Let's try it out. Who knows? How's that look? Is that better? It's a little more bulbous. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that does look better. I think it looks a lot better. Good call. Oh man, no. You should never swim in water with salmon. They will mess you up. Not funny, I was being so loud. Boo, I need spoilers. Yeah, spoilers aren't bad. Miller Diamond, thank you for commenting. I've been reading these, but there's been a lot of conversation going on in the Discord, so I feel bad that I've been that I haven't been responding as much as I could have been. So I have been listening, and thank you. I appreciate you hanging out with us today. Let's get back to this color. Now I want to lock that, open this up. Illustrator's weird. Illustrator's fun. Ooh, that's a good point. Yeah. I think that's true. Yeah, because there are curses that like are stat based. How do you tell the player, or when do you tell the player that they're cursed? Yeah. There are definitely like that's kind of the weird meta game thing about curses is oh, you open a chest and a whole bunch of black vapor comes out and you're fine. Like, what? No, you're totally. See, that's pretty good. If you think you got cursed, but you actually got blessed, that could be pretty funny. I think that's a cool way to do it. Just kind of hiding. She got dressed. It was mid-sentence, and you just started explaining the thing that he was explaining. Let him finish. Let him finish. Jesus. Ooh, I don't know if I want to make. Wasn't that kind of the point of, like, hey, don't piss off old crones? Because they will curse you, and you're just, like, it will seem like nothing. Yeah, I would assume that like a curse that just happens on the road is like, okay, just cast remove curse on me and I'll be fine. You're protecting me from me with your cleric spells. Sure. Why did I get cursed? How did I get cursed? I like it. I like that. I think that's a good way to do it. Think about. I read the book. It's actually a pretty good book. If you guys haven't read the Witcher book. It's a little weird, but oh yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff in it. Like maybe not super appropriate stuff, but it's still a good book. Yeah. It is, yeah, yeah. Shots fired. Shots fired. Okay. Okay. That is a chunky fish I just made. I think I made him a little too chunky. Let's get rid of this. I think I need to make this line straighter. I made him look really dumpy fish. Yep, that's how that works. You guys are the everybody in this chat is apparently the side friend. I think Not made a good point that we're not allowed to have other friends. I think that's crap. There's a like a scientific, maybe psychological thing. I saw a thing a long time ago about you can only have like 7 friends. Yeah, I don't necessarily believe in that stuff. I mean, I get what it's saying because there's only so much. I'm cool with that. I'm cool being someone's buddy. I think that's a good stepping stone. Ain't your friend, buddy. Ain't your buddy, pal. Barrington Ale. Hey, Brian, welcome. It's going. It's happening. We're making the Barrington Ale thing. It's gonna take me a while, I think, but I'm having fun with it. I can't tell if this is an offensive chat when we're talking about how much of a friends we are to each other. It's weird. Yeah, I once, one of my roommates, someone thought we were brothers. And I was like, yeah, whatever, I'm not going to correct him. But he was really offended by it. He's like, no, this guy's not my brother. And I was like, I'm hurt. I'm hurt by this. But at the same time, it's like, I totally get that. You have 3 brothers, and that is not us. Like, I get that. So, definitely, I think it does. Yeah, it depends on perspective, and it kind of depends on really like who you're talking to, what you're talking about. There are some people that it's like, you know, yeah, we're not friends. Like, we just know each other. But that's an interesting way to put it, putting a timestamp on it. Yeah. Haven't killed each other. So, but yeah. What is this friend you speak of? I think that's the biggest thing is that like all relationships are relationships, and they all kind of interact the same, and it's just a matter of kind of dealing with how you interact it. Yeah. So I mean, the other thing is like if you consider someone a friend and they don't consider you a friend, that's legit. That happens. like it's not something to be worried about. So I think labeling things like that are comfortable for some people and uncomfortable for other people, and it's like, you know, if I talk to you, we're probably chummy at least. I don't. It's subjective, and that's the problem with it. Is the definition of friend is subjective. But the word is subjective. So Webster's dictionary is not the. Yeah. There you go. That's a good definition. But measure of a friend is measured by how complicated you are for an organ transplant. How comparably you are to an organ transplant. What kind of kidneys you got? Yeah, we can be friends. I'm down for that. Hey, you. What's your blood type? I think I did it. Nope, I didn't need to fix that tail. Dang it. Yes, if you have the O blood type, you're just like. Hey, what's your blood type? We're gonna fight. That sounds like an anime. Sounds like an. Ugh, that's rough. I like electricity. I'm gonna try to have it as long as I can. Yeah. I remember I went over to my friend's house, and her parents were in the living room together playing WoW together, and I was just like, "Holy shit, this is possible! This is amazing!" Yeah. Yeah. So like when I was a little kid, like video games were not a big thing, as they are now. Yeah. So like seeing that like really changed my thought process on you know, when you can start gaming. I think starting gaming later in life is totally cool. I'm trying to get my dad into video games, but he's not having it. He doesn't like being retired, so he's like, I'm gonna keep working. It's like, no, just hang out, let's do stuff. Yeah. That's probably true. That's probably true. Oh, that is sad. That is sad to hear. Yep, I think that's where MMOs and video games are gonna kind of help our elderly and our. All right, so we got the. Let's get back to the fish. We're running out of time, and I don't want to end on a sad note. Let's be positive. Let's talk about this fish here. I think I'm okay with this sketch, and I think I need to now make the make everything else actually function, because right now this is poop. This is a poop. So I think I'm gonna have to find a really good font for this. I'm gonna have to make a nice circle here. I want to do an outline, I think. Should I make the fish pop out, or should it be stationary? I don't know if I want the background circle. This hit me. Why does quality take time? I don't know if it does. I mean, why does time equal quality? Yeah, I think it depends on what you're talking about. Because, like, you can have something mechanically made, and it can be very, like, precise. But if it's handmade, it might not be as precise, but it'll be fine-tuned. So I think fine-tuning is kind of the essence of quality. Like, is it just so? Is it just right, not stamped? Because you can definitely spend a lot of time on something and make it terrible. The salmon's great. Oh, cool. Thank you, Bri. Maybe that's it, yeah. Because, I mean, it's also not everything is going to be... I think work times time equal quality. That could be why. Quality could just be a function of effort put in. And so the more time you have to put effort in, plus your skill, because, you know, if you're really good, you're faster than normal. That's work. See? Your work status is just too low. You gotta pump those numbers. Those are rookie numbers. Type character. It's an interesting idea, because I've seen, like, there's a lot of art out there that can be done really quick, which I love. But yeah, I don't know. It was a joke question. That was a hella like philosophical question right there. Not. You're grumpy about the thing you're doing taking time. That's fair. That's fair, though. I mean, like, that's... Shut up! That's legit. I can't change this text. What is going on here? I have it selected. Like, it's selected. I'm in the text. Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. No, my drawing of font is terrible. It's really bad. It's really bad, and I hate it. I hate it so much. Salmon colored shirt could be funny. Yeah, I mean maybe it might be, but I want to find like a base. I want to find a base shape that I like and I can place, and then yeah, maybe we'll do some overpaint on it to make it. I'll definitely add some stuff because I kind of want this to look a little rustic and maybe wooden, like it looks like a wood stamp. Illustrator. I'm in Illustrator. I just can't figure out why I can't select this flippin' font. Have I tried what? Yes, it is now selected. Oh, there we go. I had to double click it. I had to enter the envelope. Perfect. Okay. Nope. It's still not. What is going on? Now it's just shifting. Ah! Oh, it's kind of working. We'll figure it out from here. So I want to do something that's like wood carved. A taste of the sea. Yeah, gross. Let's see. And now I can't because of all the sand. This is weird. So there we go, and I got it. Barrington Ale. Okay. Are we still talking about sand? I can't tell if we're actually talking about sand. I don't know if that's what Jonas is talking about. Or Andreas is talking about. Damn it. I gotta do push-ups for that one. I classified the Jonas as an Andreas. Or the other way around. Okay. Wicked burn. Immunity to poison. Man, I wish I had immunity to poison disease. That would be awesome. Oh, man. It's like a Hardee's. Maybe you have a Hardee's. It's a Carl's Jr. This is a cyclical argument. We can keep going. It's like a Hardee's, but if you want to know why Carl's, Jesus Christ! All right, I can't talk and think and do things anymore. Apparently, I was gonna make a Jeff Kaplan joke. I was gonna tell you to go ask Jeff Kaplan why 1,000 Needles sucks. Ask Jeff Kaplan. Would it be alright if I made an off-brand of this? The Barrington Ale shirt? Caleb? Is that what you're questioning? Or what you're talking about for Helios's thing? They might just be in the YouTube video. YouTube chat. Yeah. I asked two things. I'm sorry. The Barrington Ale shirt or the Discord chat. I need to go back to this. Let's do this, and I need to grab all of these. You want to call it red herring wine? Yeah, that could be pretty funny. I like that. I like red herring wine. Only if I can use red herring wine as well. Can we trade off? It's mead. Totally. Yeah, I think that's fun. I think that would be pretty cool. Oh, lordy. I forgot about the wild magic jelly beans. Okay. Yeah, right? A hogshead of mead. Better and Generous does not sound like an ice cream. Oh, jelly beans. Okay, that makes more sense. Oh, that looks so slick. Okay. Nope, I have not. In fact, I am struggling with that. Yeah. Super bummer. Super bummer. Yeah, we're supposed to start. So here in Washington, because I'm in Washington, we are going to like phase 1 of reopening June 1st. And so I might go back to work then, which would be cool. But we might not, depending. So that's our tentative. Oh yeah, no, I should be fine. I should be good. I will live until June 1st, I hope. All fingers crossed. Don't want to jinx myself. I'm going to do my best. Let's put it that way. I will do my best to stay alive until June 1st, I hope. How does that look? I mean, so I found some cool ale stickers online, which are pretty neat. But I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm bad at this. I have a degree in graphic design. I'm not good at it. And that's why I went back to college. It's not something I haven't done in a long time, and I got to think about it now. Like actual product design and placement. Not great at. Well, let's get this puppy out. Let's do this. Whoops. Remember to lock those layers, folks. Lock those layers. Get some to do. Not wearing hockey pads. Okay, I see what's going on here. I'm going to have to cut this circle out. White sturgeon mead, does that exist? Oh, no, that's what your corpse... Christ. Okay, I think I'm gonna increase this to 8. And then... welcome to America. Oh yeah, it's beach time. What the balls? Oh, I know what I did wrong here. Ha 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 ha. That was actually a pretty good one. That was pretty good. I gotta give credit for that one. Hogshead mead. I like it. Okay. I think I'm about at my limit here for knowing. Yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. I'm trying to figure out. I have to do. I think I need this one, and then I'm just gonna make a small outline. I wanted to try something different. My original idea was to just do vector art for the fish, and then I just kind of kept playing with it. Beep 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 beep. This is how I do my art, man. If you're not doing the beep sounds, you know, your art's getting away from you. Yeah, it's really bad. I was doing something the other day, and I was just like straight up talking to myself. Oh, I remember what it was. So when we were playing that D&D game. I'll have to show you guys Aegis Online here in a bit. It's a pretty cool program, but it's not user friendly for adding things. Like you have to actually code in new items. And so Kevin, the necromancer, was like, "Hey, can you fix my token?" And I was like, "Yeah, I can." And then I started I just had to walk through all the scripting by talking through it. And so I was just sitting there like, "Now I have to open this folder. I'm gonna go over here." And my friends are like, sounds like a lot of steps." I'm like, "It's a lot of steps. It absolutely is." So I had a little bit of a moment there where I was just talking to myself almost constantly. Mostly curse. That's a little strange. Just get a little Scrooge McDuck anger going on there. Okay, let's make sure. Okay, so now if I turn off my lines and I come down here, I think I'm going to make a new background layer that's just going to be a big old square. Big old square. And that's going to be this color. Okay, that's going to be that. I do like listening to stuff. I think that's the legit way to do it. I think a lot of people talk to themselves. I think that's really the whole thing about it. Yeah, I think. Well. Okay. I need a stroke. Can I do a... that's not good. Effects. Path. Outline stroke. Outline stroke. Why isn't this working? Huh. I've broke something and it's not working. Oh! And it crashed. Let's see what happens. I think that's it for the day. Worst case scenario, I can Photoshop the... Let's see if there's a recovery file. If not, yeah, no recovery file. Cool. Well, that's it for the day. So there's our first attempt at Barrington Ale. Yep. File open. No recent files. That's funny. That is funny. Yeah. Shameful. Okay, well, that's that for the day. So I'll figure that out. I might be able to recover the file. If not, I can bring it into Photoshop and I can make it work there. So yeah, I can steal it from the live stream. So, thanks for hanging out today, everybody. That was a little weird, a little strange moment to end the day there. I don't really have things planned for this week. I'm waiting on some stuff here, working on my personal stuff to get, working on work, trying to get back to work and stuff. So I will deal with that and we'll see how that goes. Wednesday, I think we're going to do another, dang it, I thought I had this mapped out. Friday is definitely going to be the daily, or the everyone can free draw day again. So a lot of people missed last Friday's stream, it seems. But we had some fun times drawing some stuff there. No, it's all right. And then, but yeah. So Friday we will do the open draw, so everybody can come in and draw. Wednesday maybe we'll try to do. I think Wednesday is gonna be a good day for the viewer suggestions, where we can bring people in and have people suggest stuff. Watch a 40K stream. What are we doing now? Yeah, everything exploded, so I think we're gonna call it. But so. That's weird. I think that's probably based on your stuff versus mine, but I don't know. Yeah. If anybody has suggestions for what we should draw this week, I'm down. Otherwise, we'll probably just do more mermaids tomorrow, merfolk. I might continue this. I would like to get rugby done in vector art too, so we might keep working in Illustrator. But I don't know. We'll see if I can get it to actually function. So until then, thanks for hanging out, everybody, and we will catch you later.